Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing actions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the London Monarchs. Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so When they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And all the way inside the 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To Mixon on the check down. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn them yet another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, Bridgewater. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see.
Think about the whole thing. The only one happy post, that's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
On the defensive end, Cameron Sutton with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Left.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A very solid gain of 27.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Butker now to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Defense about ready to take over again. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
His throw incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing is Bridgewater. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
To throw, Bridgewater. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Bridgewater to throw it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd down, Bridgewater. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Bridgewater. And this one's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater flushed out right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Nothing in that first half. Nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
With it is Brown. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. First down, Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mahomes to throw on second down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. On first and 10, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. Past the 20. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Go Delta. 24 is the mic.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Bridgewater. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.